road, Ekwe Road, which you are commissioning today, is one of the 8 projects totaling 500 kilometers spread out, throughout Nigeria. It's not only this one, it is throughout Nigeria, including 2 roads in Borno State, which will link Borno with Chad and also with Cameroon. We thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the industrial complex is one of the several key initiatives by the Dangote Group in supporting the federal government's reduced hope agenda, which is focused in transforming Nigeria into a manufacturing hub for Africa. Our objective is to produce domestically those goods that historically we've been importing despite our abundant natural resources. Now we have actually, sir, reversed the tide. Today, Your Excellency, most cement consumed in West Africa is coming from Nigeria. Nigeria was number 2. Nigeria was number 2 in importation of cement. By Your Excellency, by next year when we finish Itori, Nigeria will be the largest exporter of cement in the entire African continent. Your Excellency, the refinery offers tremendous benefits to our economy and our people. First, beyond ensuring a steady supply of high-quality fuels for the transportation sector, it also provides critical raw material for a range of industries, including plastics, pharmaceuticals, food, beverages, packaging, construction, and many others. Secondly, Your Excellency, the refinery and its ancillary operations will generate significant employment opportunities. The broader downstream with value chain to absorb even more labor, providing jobs for thousands of Nigerians. This one, Your Excellency, majority of filling stations that are not working, they are now back to work. There is no more shortage, no more queues, and there will never be. Your Excellency, Mr. President, as we stand at the threshold of this new era, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petroleum Complex symbolizes not only the fulfillment of a bold vision, but also the immense potential of what can be achieved when private enterprise and a purposeful government leadership work in tandem. And I think, sir, you are the right partner for us to partner with and make Nigeria great. We have actually, sir, remained steadfast in our commitment in contributing meaningfully to Nigeria's economic transformation, supporting your administration's efforts to build a self-reliant, globally competitive nation. We have also remained Nigeria's highest tax-paying company. And I'm sure, Mr. Zak, you can testify to that. The collective taxes that were paid last year in 2024, VAT, corporate tax, education, health, is amounting to about 402 billion. With continued collaboration and shared resolve, we are confident that.
Anyway, just to save all of us further what Salah. So let's just believe that. No, don't let us just believe that, because I've heard that before. Did you see Kolu dear? You know, so that wasn't him. All right. So somehow people should give Bukwari some credit too, because it was Bukwari and Emefiole that processed nearly $10 billion for this same Dangote when his European bank, what do you call them, funder, sponsor, those who were supposed to give him loan to build the refinery. Europe and the rest of the world ran into coronavirus, remember? So that Dangote was, that refinery was supposed to be owned by you. But do you remember the whole thing that played out after that? I'll remind you. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm a revisionist. Some of them will say that. So when you try to speak your mind, like somebody said, word salad, just all talk. You know what I mean? And that person may see you as a bad belly without understanding the background of where that is coming from. You get what I mean? So quota system during Boko Haram's time, Dangote, the same Aliko, is an Agipo. Any government in power, give it to him. He's a business guy, a capitalist, and yeah, he plays along with everyone. And of course, he let them have their own, their way. That's why some people believe that his enterprise, his business, is mostly, anyway, don't let me say that because it will be like we are bad belly. But let me give you the backstory, Sha. So when that money, apart from the fact that the Central Bank of Nigeria, which means Nigeria, guaranteed is, is a loan, kind of like being like guarantor to his loan application for this refinery, when Nigeria was like, yeah, we are with him and all that. So it simply means that it was supposed to be what they couldn't build. A private businessman is about to build it. And behind the scene, they were making deals. Who were the deals? The money given to Dangote, there was supposed to be loan, right? It wasn't loan. It was said that, okay, it was agreed that once the refinery is completed, right, Nigeria will have a certain, Nigerians, you will have a certain shares in it. So as Dangote refinery is booming, Nigerians will having their own share stake, so which means you will see it as yours. That was the idea. In fact, that was what Dangote himself said it was supposed to be. But the story changed. In his own defense, Dangote said, indeed, they agreed that Nigeria was going to give him some money. This was like towards the tail end of Boko Haram's time, that they were going to invest $5 billion. But the investment somehow would be in two phases. One, Nigeria will give him like liquid cash of maybe $2.5 billion. And then the remaining $2.5 billion will be given to him in crude oil. So, and once that is done, for future supply, Dangote will be supplied crude oil discounted in naira, not in dollars. This was supposed to be the deal. And they were like, they sounded nice. I mean, that was what he said. So it sounded nice. Unfortunately, Dangote said that they didn't give him crude oil, that they agreed 300,000 barrels of crude oil every day. They didn't give him as agreed. The money they said they were going to give to him to buy about 40% shares in Dangote, that they only gave him $1 billion, $1.5 billion. Therefore, the shares of Nigeria in Dangote Refinery is, I think, 10% or so, or 7%. Anyway, the story long. And Dangote, if anybody call him a quota system billionaire, the last I captured on this particular story, right, was that the road they would need to construct was 347 kilometers. I just said it to you right there that initially it was 500 billion tax break. But right now, they have over 900 billion tax break. So we need to construct roads worth than 900 billion across Nigeria, right? But to Tinubu, well, the one you have just done, there's a chance we've just done a coastal road too. And we believe that there will be, like Shegun said yesterday, there will be businesses interested in coming to take the choice locations along the corridor. They call it corridor, by the way. So first, where people noticed that where is Sanwoiku was when Kolu called the deputy governor and gave him this little instruction. You get what we are going to do now.
Expansion, building of infrastructure to enhance road architecture and return on investment. Please, our dear governors, let's work together. Don't give planning approvals without collaborating with the Superior General of the Federation and Ministry of Works on these roads. Please, I appeal to you. And I'm glad the Deputy Governor of Lagos State is here. Take it that we will revoke all those approvals given on the setback already given. And please note that we are very serious about it. No more planning approval for those unapproved islands being created illegally. Thank you very much.
It's so like vast or significant. The question of where is a Sanwoiku. And of course, yeah, like don't give approval on this side of the road. You know, if you do that, we're gonna like revoke them. Because the land now as it is, there are choice areas. So those of you who have lands along the corridor, or those of you who they have taken their land already, and whatever it is, sure you get, it is just about to go down. And to those who have raised observation with evidence, the lies of a 30 kilometers completed coastal road, right? Here is what Tinubu has to say, talking to Devolumai. The way I say, Omo, the Shege I. Shege is, it's probably having a shower right now, not even dressed. What these guys will still have, they still have in stock. And they don't even like, sort of like hide it. They speak freely, they say it openly, and people will only react later and say, we no go agree, we no go agree. I say, you know go what? Now listen to this part.
To you, David, why? The working, I like the remark of the Minister for the Blue Economy, saying they will always support your rescoping nationwide. Where we are seeing the result of rescoping. We are not in pain. We are enjoying. We truly retune our and re-engineer our finances to find more money for infrastructure, which is the backbone of any industrialization and economic development and job creation of any nation. We will do it. But I appeal to you, David, don't listen to those critics. They don't know what they're talking about. If they don't like the road, or if it's too expensive or tolling for them, they could go to Idumata. My own is to affirm our commitment as an administration to deliver enduring infrastructure across our great nation. Forget all the misconceptions. You are a thinker and a doer, a great professional, David. I am very
nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
That's how they praise themselves. A doer, a achiever, you know, our resolve, for our commitment, our resolve to our, you know, other nonsense. But Paul said, don't listen to critics, but come to think of it, right? 30 kilometers, let's even say 30 kilometers of the road is completed, all right? And that completed in a word shouldn't come with but. Here you get now. So the first observation was that the 30 kilometers that is completed is not completed. However, the part completed does not have any layover, or if you have any breakdown or what have you on the side. And that's going to be like a but. So that's like a good observation, right? That any responsible government will say, oh yeah, we observe that. You may see that we haven't done this and that, but they're like, we have not come. Okay. Then that's going to be contrary to it is completed. You know? And to the typical Nigerians, so which one is not well? It's okay like that. I see the road. You say they just let's appreciate them, kind of. And that is why Tinubu said, Umayi shouldn't listen to any critic. These critics are the people whose tax money or debt that they would have to pay is being used allegedly to construct this. Don't criticize it road. And if they say it is too expensive per kilometers, toll it. That is, charge them for it, man. Right? If it is too expensive, they could go to a Dumota. What does that even mean? What did that mean? Like, if anybody says it is too expensive, they can go to a Dumota. And they laughed. It was funny. Tinubu is funny. You get what I mean? You have no idea. You see, when people say poor people, here is another observation, right? Whenever people say poor people worship money, you have no idea what the supposed rich people do for money, especially in Nigeria. There is no simp, as they will say, like Nigerian politicians. You will see them, they are rich. But if you see what they will do, the level of psychophancy, the level of eye service, what these guys will reduce themselves to, just to at least appear to be possibly favored. It will shock you if you know what these guys, what they do. And when they do it in the public like that, you're like, anyway, that's up to you. Because they're different, right? Let's leave that a little bit. So today, at least, captured on camera, Nigerian soldiers were seen celebrating their victory over ISWAP. You know, they captured ISWAP flag, killed some of them. At least I saw about 8 bodies. And this was a Malam Fatori. I think that's important, you know, earlier today. So now that will then take us to what this guy is lamentation the supposed chief of defense staff of Nigeria, who is so concerned that Nigerians don't like Nigeria at all. He said Nigerians don't love Nigeria. And this is actually, first class gaslighting. I'm coming to it. But let's celebrate these guys. At least it's not the other way around this time around. So I'll give it to them.
Swear to God! I swear! Swear to God! I swear!
Because according to a report, right, the terrorists among the local governments that they currently control, ISWAP, have been controlling this particular community for a while, successfully. The Nigerian soldiers of that particular battalion, is that what you call them? Battalion. Yeah.